welcome back to my channel. How are you guys doing? I know it's been a while. I know, I'm sorry. Please forgive me because I have not posted in a while. I'm so sorry. If you guys would like to see how I created this look, continue watching. See, I started off with my brows. Excuse my hands. I was working with some paint and stuff, so my hands are all dirty and it won't come off right now, so just excuse my hands. But I did use the ColourPop. This is the Bronze Moment, the brow color. I did use that, and I also used the ColourPop Boss Brow Boss. I did use the ColourPop Brow Boss as well to kind of, you know, do little light strokes. I use a spoolie as well, so that's what I have on my brows today. I did use the J-Cat's All About That Base primer to prime my lids, and last but not least, I did set my primer with the Airspun Loose Face Powder. So we're gonna get right to it. I am gonna use today the ColourPop Chasing Rainbows palette, and let's see what we're gonna start off with. SL Miss Glam, this blending brush right here, and it's the number L34. Start off with this one right here as transition, okay, which is Woke. You can definitely do something like this for every day, okay? As you guys can see, I'm adding that all over my crease. I do have a bad habit of doing a light transition color all the time. You don't have to do a transition color, but for me, it just gives me like a nicer blend when I do a transition color, you know, before any color. You guys can see I'm bringing it up a little bit higher on the, closer to the brow bone, but not as high. Okay, so now we're gonna grab Feeling It, this one right here, and we are gonna be using Dainty Cosmetics blending brush, and this is more of the smaller brush. Okay, I'm gonna use that, and I'm gonna define the crease with that color. I'm telling you, these ColourPop eyeshadows are really, really pigmented. Windshield wiper. And someone had asked me, why do I do a transition color before adding the color? And sometimes it doesn't show, but honestly it does show. I don't know if you guys can see. It just gives me that nice little transition into the other color and that nice blend. So a lot of the times that's why I do that. So again, on the other side, these brushes from Dainty Cosmetics are super, super soft. I love them. I'm gonna grab the Alley Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Light Ivory. I'm gonna grab a little bit of that, and I'm gonna grab it on Alamar. It's kind of like a concealer, thinner concealer brush. Excuse my hand. Applying this color right here, which is, what is it? This is Eclipse. Okay. And I do like, since I do have hooded eyes, I do like to bring it up a little bit higher above my crease. And then from here, I just kind of dab it with my finger a little bit. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna grab the Morphe E10, grab Eclipse from that same palette from ColourPop. We're gonna dab the excess. I don't want to fully look up because I don't want it to crease. And then we're gonna apply that color all over. We're still gonna keep it pretty soft, but I saw this color on the palette that I thought was so pretty. I don't know if it'll be a little too much. We're gonna add a little bit of that, which is this bluish color, which is on 1. I'm gonna be grabbing the Morphe M522. I'm gonna grab a little bit of that. Ooh, it's really pigmented. My goodness. I am loving that color, and I think with this combo, it's just gonna look so pretty.
And trust the process. You know, sometimes you're like, oh my goodness, it is not gonna turn out. But you seriously have to trust the process.
Grab the Lucy Mini Flat Angled Brush, okay? And I'm gonna spray it with just a little bit of the Tarte Ready Set Radiant to our tear duct, just for a little bit of highlight. are gonna curl our lashes just a little bit. Grab your curler. I tend to warm up the top part of my curler just to give it more of a better hold on my lashes. I'm gonna grab a little bit of Filling It, which is this one right here, and we're just gonna add that all over our bottom lash line. I'm gonna grab this e.l.f. smudge brush with me. I'm gonna grab that smudge brush and I'm gonna grab on one, that bluish color, and okay, so now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna grab a wipe, and I am using these are from Target. They're the Up and Up brand. Okay, so we're gonna use the Olay Complete Moisturizer with SPF 15, and this is very inexpensive and it smells so good. Let's get it on my forehead, 5 head, whatever you want to call it, girl. It's there. God bless me with it. I gotta work with it. What are we gonna do, right? So now from here, just, you know, add that to your hands, girl. Make sure your hands are nicely moisturized as well. I am gonna go with the Maybelline Master Prime. This one is the primer base. It's a Blur and Defend, and it has SPF 30, which I love. I'm 38 years old, so I'm gonna say 38 years young, girl, because I don't feel old. Now I am gonna go in with the Maybelline, this is the Maybelline Super Stay in the shade 120. We're gonna grab some of that, and I'm gonna grab the Dainty Cosmetics. This is like a flat brush. Spray my brush just a little bit. I like to blend it with the brush first, and then I go back in with my sponge, and it just gives me like that perfect finish, you know. The brush first, and then I go back in with the sponge. The hard thing is making sure you don't get it on your brows. I'm gonna grab this sponge right here. I got it at Walgreens. I'm not sure, I think it's the Walgreens brand. Really, really good sponge. I'm gonna spray that sponge as well using the Tarte Ready Set Radiant, and all we're gonna do is we're gonna dab that in. So now that we have that, I'm gonna grab a moisturizer, and I'm using the Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer and Neutralizer. And that's it. We are gonna grab that same sponge, just the tip part of that sponge. I like to dampen my sponge. I don't really like to wet it so much. And I love this sponge because it like seriously grabs much more area at once. Okay, so now that we have that, I am gonna grab the Airspun Loose Face Powder, and we are gonna set grab the this is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, and I'm grabbing this Real Techniques, this is Multitask Cheek Brush, and we're gonna give ourselves a little bit of bronze. I'm gonna grab a different brush, okay, for this. We're gonna grab the Morphe E47. We're gonna quickly apply that to the outer parts of our nose. Okay, so now we're gonna grab this big fluffy brush from Dainty Cosmetics, and we are gonna wipe off all of that excess translucent powder that we have going on. Okay, I'm gonna grab the Milani Even Touch Powder Foundation, and I'm gonna set the rest of my foundation with that. Okay, so now I'm gonna grab the Morphe. This is the AW palette. I love this palette. It is one of my go-tos for blush. So today we're gonna grab Unapologetic and Babe. And this one, honestly, you can wear it as a highlight as well. So I'm gonna grab Unapologetic first. And I'm using this e.l.f. just big fluffy brush. Okay, so now we're gonna grab the Maybelline Curvitude liner. This is a really easy way to do your liner. Okay, so now I'm gonna grab the Voluminous Lash Paradise mascara. And now it's gonna be time for some lashes. Let's grab some lashes, girl. And today I'm gonna keep it kind of soft on the lashes. I am gonna be using, I love J Lash. Okay, J Lash has very dramatic lashes, but these are a little bit more of a softer for everyday kind of lashes. You can double them up and make them even more dramatic, but I'm gonna be using these, which are the 415s. And I'm gonna grab one of those, and I like to kind of bend the lash a little bit. Do you guys see the elote guy? Not see. Do you guys hear the elote guy?
Elotes, elotes.
Espérese, señor, espérese. No tengo dinero, I don't have any cash. Story of my life. But I never have cash with me. Okay, so I'm gonna grab this little tool right here. I love it. I get it at Ulta. I'm not sure what the name is, but it is a little lifesaver when you're applying your lashes. So I grab it from the middle. Okay, just like that. I'll get a little bit closer. Make sure it's tacky. If it's not tacky, I'm just trying to hurry up now, but I'm gonna place it right towards the middle of my lash line, right on my lash line. Okay, let it sit, and then from here, let's start to wiggle and make sure that it is where I want it to be. Okay, in the meantime, I'm gonna grab this IT Cosmetics Superhero Mascara, and we are gonna apply to our bottom lashes. We're gonna finish off with the Wet n Wild Precious Petals highlight. This is such a pretty highlight, and it's so inexpensive, guys. I'm telling you, that's why I love drugstore. I'm gonna be using the BH Cosmetics number 16 fan brush. Okay, to pretty much finish off, we are gonna be grabbing, this is the ColourPop I Love Sarai Ultra Matte Lip in Dulcet, and I'm gonna grab the Jordana Easy Liner in the shade Sugar Bronze. So now we're gonna grab the I Love Sarai and ColourPop. And that is it. So this is today's finished look. I'm gonna set my face real quick. And I'm using the Tarte Ready Set Radiant. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys liked today's look. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that little bell. Don't forget, girl, don't forget, so that way you guys can get notified every time I post a new video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Les quiero mucho. Till next time.